so no. No, I want to choose Hocus Pocus and Data Kamikaze. That's how I want to play. Okay, and that's how we're seeing.
Listen,
we're seeing.
I'm I'm never letting you near a casino. Then got it.
Oh,
so
I'm
coming,
awful.
Yeah, coming in though to our next set. Neither of these players gambling. They are here. Both of these players, some fantastic recognition on the national stage. PkChris is Ness, one of two top Ness players in the building. The other one being the illustrious Syrup. And on the other end, the last year's Let's Make Big Moves champion.
Last year's champion,
Mr.
Quidd.
Ivysaur himself. Quidd Games. It's coming in. Game one on what? Hold on, this is FD.
On FD.
I've never seen.
You would think they would go like PS2. I know that they're both okay with PS2 very much so, but
I see why you want to ban. I assume PS2 was banned, and your options are probably I assume your options were probably Hall of Bastion was maybe left unbanned because that's a little bit of a weird one. I could not want to go there. Maybe Battlefield was the other unbanned one. Maybe it was PS2 and something like that. Something weird like that.
It was something that just had to do with platforms because clearly we are platformless here, Ritual, and there is nothing stopping Quidd from punishing that missed PK Thunder into a double up air.
That was 93. 93!
It's a child!
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, but when you're 10 years old, you can be a Pokemon trainer, but already being able to train Pokemon doesn't stop them from coming and to get you. Pokemon Legends Arceus has taught us that, and now...
Pokemon don't care.
Yeah, it is a minute into the game, and Chris is already on their last stock here. This is an absolute just steamroll so far.
I just want to say, Quidd's awareness to recognize that PkChris was trying to... What? Yeah, he just... I think he was just over it.
I'll just be, I'm so sorry. I just realized it was a minute. You talked for like the first minute. I was like, okay, I'll have 30 seconds and I'll, make sure, throw it back.
The game was gone.
At home, those are called commentary handoffs. If you want to get into commentary, practice them. They're a lot of fun, but a little bit of a blip behind the scenes. But oops, 30 seconds. That was the whole game. Sorry about that, Modi.
No, it's fine. I was just going to mention that, like, Quidd's awareness to see that PkChris is trying to recover with two PK Thunders up on stage and just, like, stuffing out one of them, and there goes a second stock, like, boom, bam, bop, 10 seconds into your Angel platform recovery. No, gone. You are dead. And now we're in game 2.
Yeah, and Quidd changing that Pokemon trainer into a nice clean shirt, putting on the finest Sunday white, showing you all why he is the best player in this building. At least he wants to be shown so by winning this whole bracket, and getting through PkChris here with Queen 2-0 would be a way to start. Chris, on the other hand, just trying to make sure that this game lasts more than a minute.
Yeah, Chris definitely wants to take us to a different game where you can actually use platforms to his advantage, and this is the stage to do it. TNC having 3 different setups at any time. There is tri-plat, double plat, and of course, no plats.
That being said, I do wonder if he won the RPS because notably, this does have no plats, and if you didn't like Final Destination, why would you go to this stage? The most similar one that exists. Absolutely, but still, like, these Blast Zones aren't necessarily that much better for Ness, and they're really good for Pokemon Trainer too. So if you had that trouble, maybe that's why, right? As you said, top Blast Zone, finding the first stock, but it's a really weird set of stages we've had so far.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that we're differentiating our stages. We're being a little bit more experimental, but we're seeing a humongous punish. There it is, that PK Thunder. I think that, Quidd threatening on the ledge like that, he didn't want to deal with it.
Chris did it. He did it. Game lasted more than a minute.
Oh my God.
He got there.
So proud of him.
But now just trying to
make a little bit
anything happen.
Even.
Yeah, good for him. He's trying to find his way out of the corner now. Beautiful use of Magnet, just trying to read the shield drop with the F smash. But Quidd's discipline coming in clutch and finding a small punish with these players, just trying to scrap right next to each other and find anything significant, win an advantage, and just really just not let the other one ever reset.
I love footsies. Finally, PkChris getting that opening with PK Fire, and now we're traveling over to the other side of the stage. Quidd changing to Ivysaur quite quickly to get that tether recovery option, and also his long range options, but unfortunately that's not going to matter with that back air. That was so slick.
Magnet in the back air. I love Smash Ultimate. This game is so cool. Like, this game is so cool.
Nice.
And beautiful awareness, right? That up beast, knowing it would just put him exactly on the platform. Very little airtime, but the up throw, not going to take it yet. Looking with a PK flash, trying to catch that platform landing, make anything happen, but still getting reversals by Quidd. It feels like every time Chris gets an opening, he's not even overextending. It just feels like all of a sudden Quidd just somehow finds a way to just turn it into his own advantage state.
And there's that one, those PK fires once again coming in clutch to give Chris some kind of opening into this battle with, you know, LNBM's first placer, Quidd. So here we go, Quidd once more. We're keeping Chris on up into the air in the ledge, and now Chris finally back on stage. But once again, back into the air where he's just struggling to come back safely, and then like Vine Whip onto the air, into Chris, PkChris. There's that nair into the down air.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
Well, we saw Noku actually do something like that earlier. Maybe Quidd was watching that game, maybe not. Both of them also definitely see each other play often, both at Encore every week. So making it happen, we see some similarities in their play, but again, even with this, right, to force a game 3, he has such a long way to go, and he makes it happen. Chris brought that all the way back, forcing a game number 3 here, Modi, and that was just some really clean adaptation. He saw that Quidd really just wanted to get to the Ivysaur as soon as possible and stay there, and he said, okay, you're gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna exploit the fact that your character has a bad neutral, right? Ivysaur's got disjoints, Oin's got big hitboxes, got a projectile, but at the same time, neutral, it consists of Razor Leaf and back air and maybe forward air. Yeah. And that's all Ivysaur is gonna press in neutral. And so when you know that, right, when they only have a couple options, you can throw out your big disjointed magnet hitbox, which then comes into everything, and really just make Quidd work. And that's what Chris did, and that's going to be the key if he wants to win here. And now we finally see a Byblack come out, Modi.
Finally seeing that small battlefield come out that I'm seeing everyone else come to, you know, just for safety purposes. In my opinion, I think small battlefield is probably the most neutral stage, more so than PS2.
I agree.
I think it's most neutral stage.
PS2 being big, having walls.
Lots of space for zoners. So it's something that Ivysaur can kind of, you know, use his advantage stage.
Speaking of big stages that are good for zoners, legalized Midgar. Anyway, legalized Midgar starting the campaign today. But just beautiful nair by Quidd trying to make anything happen, and he's just finding this in advantage state over and over. This isn't even a Squirtle combo. This is just outplaying Chris over and over and over into the F smash.
I love the platform movement that Quidd was showcasing that entire time against PkChris, and we're only seeing it once more. PkChris has not been able to come back on stage any way, shape, or form. Finds a little bit of madness to kind of, you know, maneuver himself back to the stage and hopefully get some damage on Quidd, but unfortunately not getting anything of the sort. Quidd is just taking so much dominant control of the center stage, including the platforms, including the other, everywhere, the ledge, the center stage, the platforms. There's Squirtle doing more work. Watergun.
Watch his slingshots here, right? Watch his slingshots at ledge and the way he's just using them to move around, fade back on these aerials and then drift back in. Really be very ambiguous with Squirtle's movement, which combined with how Squirtle's dash animation looks, it can be very hard to tell where Squirtle's going, where he's drifting if you're properly abusing slingshots. And Quidd's movement has been so clean. Now though, the Ivysaur switch coming through, trying to get off the ledge, and PkChris doing a really good job not letting him coast to coast and the yo-yo, but not catching Quidd with that twice. However, he does still keep this edge situation going, looking to make anything happen. Modi, but he finds his way back to stage, and you know, I think maybe
with new guy. Yep, new little guy too. We have Charizard busting out. That we got the heavy, we have the fast ground speed, and we have that tail hitbox of the back air. Hit so far, Quidd once again 2 stocks up on PkChris. PkChris possibly going on to his last winner stock right now, but there is finally Yo-Yo going into taking Quidd's first stock finally, and now.
Yeah, Pokeballs are not the only children's toy that children can have. Yo-Yo and still make it happen like it's nobody's business. And, you know, Ness, like Chris, definitely making Quidd work for it if he wants to remain in winner's side. But in disadvantage now, this is where Quidd has been so efficient.
It's the use of water guns for me, you know, using it to keep PkChris just slightly more further out from the stage and not allowing him to PK Thunder safely back to the stage. PK Thunder back to the ledge now, trying to go over the up air, but nice patience from Quidd to wait it out into nair. Down tilt, and we're completely shooting through that gap attack.
Yeah, beautiful mash out too there from Chris. Definitely just never sleeping, fully locked in, loaded. Both these players very much in their flow state at the moment. You can just see how much they're concentrating on each other, their adaptations, their own game plans are kind of secondary to the... and
this up air?
Pulling out the jump! That was a beautiful movement out of the corner, and honestly, a little... Ness is 13. Fun fact, Ness is 13. He should have got a Pokemon already. Why does he not know how to train them? I don't get it.
I'm just saying, Leaf was showing us why he can't have Pokeballs. Like, yo,
Yeah,
Yo-Yos, they don't work the same as my star Pokemon, my Kanto star Pokemon. Squirtle, I think the biggest thing in the matchup was the Squirtle, though. The Squirtle just on Small Battlefield was just keeping PkChris away from the things that he was looking for.
No, the Squirtle really came out mostly in that
working.
last